It's another beautiful morning in northern Wyoming. I'm hitting this spot I hadn't hit in a while. I try and spread it out so I don't hit the same spot more than once a week if at all possible. And I only hit this one once actually. Didn't find anything but found some sign. So it's a little bit of a long shot. I'm gonna go up a little ways to where I think the odds are the greatest of seeing something. I'm gonna run the dog there first. There's only the slightest wind, so it's gonna be difficult for the dog. I've got some pigeons with me, so if all worst goes to worst, I can just whip them some pigeons. We had a little dusting of snow, just enough that I can maybe see tracks if something was moved around, which could be helpful. So we'll get up here and put the dog out and hope to get lucky. Well, there's only the slightest breeze, but it is in her nose, so I'm heading in the right direction. Weatherman says that it's going to be sunny today and nice, you know, by human standards. No wind. Temperature about 20 right now. High about 35. But the rest of the week, every day, there's a chance of snow. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it won't be too much and snow me out, not be able to get anywhere. Yeah, I don't think I can make that hill. It snow's pretty deep up there. It looks like somebody gave it a try. If it was on the flats or coming down, yeah, I could get through it easy. But going uphill, I don't think so. I'm gonna throw Astro in and go to plan B. Historically, in past years, it was this valley here and this brush up ahead where I would frequently find Huns and sharptail in the winter. But when I was here a few days ago, I didn't find any, and he didn't seem to get birdie at all today going through here. You know, there's very little wind, so we could have missed stuff. They just might not be here this winter. They have their habitual places they like to go to, but they don't always occupy all of them every year. It's kind of long-term habitual and short-term as well for the year. So might be worth checking this spot one more time just to make sure I'm not missing them, especially if I get a little bit of wind. But it's not looking real good. I didn't see any tracks crossing the road anywhere, but there hasn't been a whole lot of opportunity for them to put down tracks. We just got the snow last night and this morning, so maybe later in the week after we've had snow, as long as there's not too much. I don't know if I want to try and drift it up this road with very much snow. If there's a little bit, a couple inches where I could easily see tracks, I might come up here and scope it out again. Get down here, check the wind, might run the dog across this little bottom flat area quick. Well, in this spot anyway, there's exactly zero wind. Drop a feather and it goes straight down. So we'll run Astro here a little bit, see if we can get lucky, but it looks like it might end up being a pigeon day. This road, this part of it snakes all around. Normally it's kind of difficult to run because sometimes you go into the wind, sometimes cross, sometimes downwind, back and forth, but with absolutely no wind it kind of doesn't matter. But and we could have ran right past birds, but with no wind he's got to be relatively close to them to smell them, unless they were walking somewhere. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put him in. Wait, he's birdie on something here. What you got? Let him work this scent if there is anything and then put him in. Yeah, it looks like maybe it was nothing. Yeah, it was nothing. Go up and get him and throw him in. There's a couple of places up here I can check. They're going to be crappy slips because they're going to be in the trees. But the past birds have hung out at one of them, and the other one I've never actually checked. It's a little road that goes up toward a pond that I hawk when I'm hawking ducks. But I've never actually looked at this time of year. see if anything's hanging out in there, so I'm just gonna go check it out for grins. I don't think I'm going to bother putting a dog out here. I'm just going to look for tracks and actual birds themselves to see if I see them. In the past, I found them right in here in the winter. Huns and sharptail both. Just cruise through here and take a peek quick. Well, this is where I turn around because I don't have permission on the other side of that fence. I think I will check and see if there's any wind at all. If there's none, I don't think it's worth running a dog at all, but if there's a little, it might be worth running a dog through here. Yeah, there's pretty much no wind at all. Let's go back through here, the other part. I could run my dog through and maybe get lucky with no wind, but that's using a lot of dog power for low percentage chance of finding something. I think I'll save him for another day. If I had lots of dogs that were all running good, a different story, but I've just got the one. My old dog Bitzer, his joints are too bad, he can't work at all anymore. So definitely time for a new pup. Go back, well maybe go back this 2-track and see if there are birds hanging out back here. It'd be a crappy slip if they were, so it's mostly just out of curiosity. I know of this little 2-track because I use it to access this pond back here earlier in the season when I'm hawking ducks. But I've never come back here in the winter and looked for grouse or huns. I can probably get through that, but it's not worth it. Won't see anything else. Just up ahead, another couple hundred yards, is a pond. Not seeing any birds in here. The cover's kind of thinner than I expected down below. Obviously running cows in here, that always kind of thins it out. Can make the hawking better sometimes because they pursue the quarry into the brush, they have a better chance of catching it. But it seems to be a little less likely to hold them in the winter, just because it's less quality cover. We'll go back here. There's a spot that would be better to toss pigeons because if he chases them far, I can just get on the road and chase him in my truck. Well, this is the spot I'm going to toss pigeons. I'll walk out into the field and get farther away from that fence. I'll go ahead and let Astro out too, on the off chance that we find something out here. Very off chance, but Astro! Astro went down over the edge. Check his GPS. Yeah, he's down there moving. He's not found anything. No wind and stale heavy air. Clyde's probably not going to go very high and take a while to get going. One of the handy things about tossing pigeons is it doesn't matter if he's slow to get going. You're not going to flush early. Astro stopped up there. I think he's just looking at those deer that were up there. Get down over this edge and Clyde will follow, especially if he can't see me anymore and get up. And I can start walking. There he goes. Walk back a little close to the truck so I don't have to go too dang far. Oh, Astro's pointing something. We could have just got lucky. Let's go see. It's like no cover. Can't imagine where something would be hiding. Never was real solid on that point. Yeah, I think there's just nothing here. Get my pigeons ready. Clyde's not flying very high anyway, as expected. Yeah, Clyde's being a slug with this heavy air. Now he's just looking for the lure. Ah! Woo! Yeah, he's breaking off real easy. Kind of weather definitely doesn't get him jazzed up. We get weather coming in though and snowing, especially if we get a little wind, and that'll really help everything. As long as we don't get so much snow to stop me from getting where I need to go on my truck. Yeah, he's not even stooping the lure going back to the truck. Really not in the mood to fly today. Probably a good thing we didn't find quarry. good enough. And some clouds rolling in. Weatherman said it was going to be sunny today and snow and stuff coming in tonight and tomorrow. But what do weathermen know? Most years in the past, they'd winter cows here, bring a feed truck out and feed them. I know they struggled a few times getting down the road with their big feed truck. Maybe they got tired of fighting that. They didn't winter any cows here this year. It's kind of nice. Obviously when there's cows in here, I'd go elsewhere. I don't want to get in the middle of all that and mess them up and have a bunch of cows trying to think my truck's going to produce feed for them. Come on, Astro kennel. One of my good hun spots is just this way through a gate. Didn't want to go there this morning after everything else petered out because I want to save it. Don't want to hit it too often. But also it's getting late in the morning. Don't want to flirt with eagles and other stuff, flying them too late. Just gotta know when to say when. There's a nice herd of deer, wherever they are, probably a little far to see in the video, all moving across the field pretty fast. It's a big group. But I don't know why they're moving so fast. Maybe somebody's down there or something. Usually this time of year there's not much human activity out anywhere. Ranchers all have the cows in feed grounds and places closer to feed, so they won't be out. All the gun seasons are over with, so gun hunters won't be out. So I usually have the area to myself. I was kind of curious. Well, let's see what the numbers say. Let's stop the recording. Okay, 207 feet, yeah, pretty crappy pitch. 2.6 miles total distance. I didn't stoop them too terribly long on purpose. I wasn't feeling like flying, and I'm thinking of putting a little weight on them, so I don't want to burn off much more calories. Didn't find any game, but it's always great to get out on the dog, get out in this beautiful country. Well, Murphy's Laws states I'm gonna bump some grouse or huns right on my way out here, since I already flew them on pigeons and gave up. But you know what, I don't even mind if I do. I just like seeing game. Here's where it's scarce. Take it anywhere I can see it. It's good to see it around.